You see this face? Yeah, this one right here. That's a holiday face. Yep, I'm gonna break right now. Because of that, I don't have a new episode for you. So I took a look back through some older episodes, and I was kind of surprised that this particular episode had a couple thousand views. So clearly, people enjoyed it. This week, I'm gonna bring back episode 130. A couple of years ago and 110 episodes ago. Enjoy this trip back into the past.
Mistakes can happen. Everyone makes them. The difference with pros is we know how to fix them.
Facilities maintenance. Hi there. Back in the shop to check on a sink issue. It was reported that the sink is very loose on the wall. I was out here earlier to check it, and it is. While I was here, I took a look up in the ceiling to make sure that that boot that I put on the vent a few weeks back wasn't leaking, and it's not. All looks good up there. But this sink, I can't shut off the water. So whenever you're going to do a plumbing job, it's always a good idea to shut off the water. The hot water side has been shut off, but the cold water side has not. This is shut, but as you can see, it's not making a difference in terms of actually shutting the water off. So before I do anything like repair this sink, and you can see how it's coming away from the wall there. When you can't shut off the water here, what do? Well, you go find the main and you shut it off there. In this case, the main is back over at the high school. That's actually the water line coming out of the wall, heading over to the shop. So the shut off, which makes the shut off right here. So that should shut off the water. Which it has. Okay, awesome. So now I am safe to replace this. And this is a perfect example of where you show up to do one job, but you end up having to do another job first before you can actually get to the job that you showed up to do in the first place. Well, it's not always the case. In this situation here, I had nice easy access to be able to cut the pipe off. There was enough PEX pipe sticking out of the wall that I had lots to work with, and I had easy access with my crimpers. Ooh, that's nice. Now I'll just go turn the water back on. Okay, the water is shut off. I can now repair the sink. So, I like to be super technical when I do things like this. I'll need to measure the height of this to the floor and build myself a support bracket, allowing for a slight raise.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna use a garbage can.
And just to get a lay of the land, I want to see what's going on inside the wall and where my studs are located. So there's a stud in the middle. And then nothing till here. So my screws line up with about here and here. So hopefully they had the foresight to put a little bit of a backing plate in between the studs. And the screws that I'm referring to are these guys under here, which essentially hold the sink from lifting up off the bracket that it's hanging off of. This is the issue here. This bracket itself has been bent. So if I can straighten this bracket out and then anchor it on the sides here so that this won't pull out loose, I might be okay. If you look at this bracket, it is not straight. It's been bent. You know, like it bent right where the screw is attaching it to the wall. So that tells me that the backing in there is probably good because it wasn't the backing that gave way. There's no bulging in the drywall. Once I took the sink off, I could see that the wall was still smooth, but it's bent. Let me set this down. It's actually got bends in it here and here where these screws are. So if they would have had screws in the outer holes as well, we'd probably be okay. But yeah, I can straighten this out quite easily. That's all it took. Now I need to go get 2 more screws, and I'll put one over there and one over there, and then I will know very quickly whether or not there's backing that runs all the way between the studs here. I can rehang this sink now. Yeah, it doesn't even need the screws to hold it straight now. The bracket is doing all that work. All these screws do in the bottom is prevent it from lifting up and off the bracket. So like, look Ma, no hands. Great. And before I turn on the water, let's not forget to reconnect the drain, P-trap. I always like to check for leaks when I'm done. If you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm actually putting a little soap on the end of my finger. Just helps tool it a little easier. Worse than we thought it was going to be, not as bad as it could have been. Thanks for watching. Well, wouldn't you know, I haven't even edited the video about the first sink. And somebody's gone and done the same thing to this sink in here. Whether it was intentional, or whether they sat on it for some reason, who knows. But they've gone and ripped this one from the wall as well, which means I will need to take this sink off and See what kind of shape that bracket is in the back. Start by shutting off the water. See if it works on this one. If you recall last time, and while it may not seem like that long ago for you, since all I did was an edit, it was actually 2 months ago that I was fixing that other sink. Excellent. The shutoffs work on this one. Life's just got easier. Little bucket helps me not make a mess. Now, those screws there, one on that side, and one on that side, and then I should be able to lift this sink off the bracket. I will just cut around the edge here first to release any silicone that hasn't been ripped. Well, nothing damaged on the sink, which is good. But again, like the other one, this bracket has only been screwed in 2 places in the middle, and these outside edges, let me give you a closer look. This bracket's only been screwed in the middle. And if you look here, you see how it's kind of bent this way? There's a bend right there. There's a bend right there. It should also be screwed in on the outside edges over here. Okay, that side is straight. And that side is straight. So I should just be able to put a couple of big screws or small lag bolts in to hold that plate down securely. Well, I did find one that I'm happy with, but I want 3. 4 altogether, so 3 more. Going to my office. These will do. And you can see that I'm upsizing from what was originally there. Okay, I've upsized these 2 original ones, and I've added these 2 on the outside, so this bracket will no longer bend. Now I just have to reinstall the sink, which is just a matter of hanging it on the brackets. But before I do that, and what I should have done with the other sink, is seal coat this with a shellac-based sealer, which will make this much easier to repair. And when I say repair, I mean like drywalling and painting after the fact. I'm just going to do that now. I have some up in my office. That was just there. I'm going to go back and get it, hit this with a coat of that, and then I'll put the sink back. And before I do that, I've just back cut this edge with a knife, just so I don't have any lifting paper. You know, that's kind of the thing with this job, is I'm always trying to do things to save myself work in the future when you have a more efficient way or an easier way to get at it now. It seems like an extra step, but in the long run, and if you're playing the long game, which I am, you actually make less work for yourself. So the product I'm going to use is a shellac-based primer made by Zinsser. It doesn't matter which brand you use, as long as it's a shellac base, it'll do what you need it to do. And what I need it to do here is seal the raw paper so that when you go to do your drywalling and painting, that paper won't lift and bubble on you, which will happen if you do not seal it. You don't need to be Picasso with this stuff. You just need to get a good coating on there so that you've sealed the raw paper. And you can see with that bracket straightened out that the sink is up tight against the wall now. There's no sag to it. It's nice and solid. So that should be good. I will just reconnect my drain, my supply lines, and then I'll grab some sealant and I'll seal along the edge to just finish the job. You know, you should never have to do these up more than just really hand tight if you've got strong hands.
And I've got strong hands.
Oh, left side is hot. Shut off to dry. No leaks down here. Not as easy to squeeze out as a caulking gun would be, but when it's only a small little bit that I need and I've got it handy, that just makes life a little easier sometimes. Because as you know, I like to make things easier when I can. I've now completed 2 sinks in this shop, and that's all there are. And so I shouldn't have to do any more work here. See you next time.